In 1922, 6 hens averaged 309 eggs each in a single year. One bird from that same breed laid 364 eggs in 365 days. No artificial lights, no hormones, no heat lamp. Just a black hen from Australia nobody at your feed store will ever mention. She lays through winter when every other bird on your road has gone on strike. She doesn't need a heated coop to function. And in over 100 years of poultry breeding, no commercial hybrid has matched her numbers without lights or hormones. So why has nobody heard of her? That's the part that should make you angry. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which bird I'm talking about, why she keeps laying when the thermometer reads single digits, and how to spot a real one, because most of the birds sold under her name are fakes that won't come close to her numbers. You'll know where to find her, how to set her up, and how 6 of these hens on one small patch of your property can cover an entire family's eggs for the year, with surplus left to sell, trade, or gift. Right now, here's the reality for most backyard chicken keepers in this country. You bought hybrid layers from a feed store. They laid like crazy for 18 months, then they crashed. Production dropped off a cliff, the birds started dying early, and you walked right back into the same store to buy more. That's not a flock, that's a subscription. Then winter hit. Daylight dropped, your hens stopped laying, and grocery eggs spiked to $7, $8, sometimes $10 a dozen. So you ran a heat lamp in the coop, watched your power bill climb, and prayed it wouldn't burn the place down. And plenty of barns have burned for exactly that reason. The average family of 4 eats around 75 eggs a month. At $5 a dozen, that's $375 a year. When prices spike, it's double. And every dollar of it flows back to the same supply chain you are trying to escape. Here's what I want you to hear clearly. This isn't your fault. You weren't lazy. You weren't uninformed. You bought what the feed store sold you because that's what was sitting in the bin with a cute sign on it. And the industry that put it there has spent 80 years quietly reshaping what a backyard chicken even is. After World War II, commercial agriculture didn't want a hen that lived 10 years and hatched her own chicks. They wanted a bird that produced hard for 18 months and burned out, so you'd come back and buy another. That's the model you inherited. That's the trap. And once you see it, you can't unsee it, which is exactly why the original bird was buried. The bird is the Black Australorp, Australian Orpington. And her story is the one the hatchery catalogs never tell. Back in the early 1900s, Australian farmers took Black Orpingtons out of England and crossed them with Rhode Island Reds, Minorcas, White Leghorns, and Langshams. They weren't chasing show ribbons or pretty feathers, they were chasing one number, eggs per hen per year, and they culled relentlessly for decades to get it. In 1922, at an Australian agricultural testing station, 6 of their hens averaged 309 eggs apiece in a single year. One bird hit 364. Then the industrial model rolled in after the war, and the Australorp didn't fit. She lived too long. She raised her own chicks. She didn't need a heated barn. So the industry quietly walked past her, and an entire generation of homesteaders forgot she existed. If you're serious about never writing another check to a grocery store for eggs, hit subscribe and tap the bell, because what's coming next is the exact bird, the exact setup, and the math that changes everything. The 364 egg record that industrial ag couldn't replicate. The record nobody talks about. In 1922, at an Australian agricultural testing station, 6 Black Australorp hens averaged 309.5 eggs each over 12 straight months. One hen from that same breeding program went on to lay 364 eggs in 365 days. Read that again. She took 1 day off in a year. And here's the part that should stop you in your tracks. In over a century of poultry breeding since, With all the genetic engineering, all the light manipulation, all the proprietary hybrids the industry has poured billions into, no naturally raised heritage breed has matched those numbers without artificial lighting programs or hormonal shortcuts. That record was set by a working bird on a working farm, eating what was in front of her. A healthy Australorp hen today, in a decent setup, lays between 250 and 300 eggs a year. 6 hens, that's 1,500 to 1,800 eggs annually. 150 eggs a month. The average family of 4 eats 75. You do the math, and there's a second family's worth of eggs sitting in your coop every month with nowhere to go but the neighbors. But none of those numbers happen if you bring home the wrong bird, and the wrong bird is what most people get sold. Item 2. Why she lays through winter when nothing else will. The winter biology. Why she doesn't need a heat lamp. The reason she keeps laying when your neighbor's flock has gone silent. Look at her. A real Black Australorp is a tank. Hens run 6 to 8 pounds. Roosters 8 to 10, with a deep, broad chest and a round, heavy body. That mass alone is a furnace. She's generating her own heat the way a wood stove holds coals overnight, slow, steady, and from the inside. Then look at the feathering. Jet black, tight, and dense. In the sun, it shimmers beetle green and purple. That sheen isn't paint. It's the structure of the feather itself, and it traps a layer of warm air against her skin like a down jacket somebody actually designed properly. Her single comb is medium-sized, not the floppy red sail you see on a leghorn, which means less surface area to lose heat from and less to frostbite off in January. Add in temperament. She doesn't panic. She doesn't burn calories crashing into walls every time you open the coop door. A calm bird is a thermally efficient bird, and 100 years of Australian farmers selecting for hens that survived hard real-world conditions baked in disease resistance and cold hardiness that modern hybrids simply don't carry. No heat lamp, no barn fire risk. But biology alone won't save you if you bought a counterfeit, which we're about to talk about. Item 3. The counterfeit problem. How to spot a real one. The brutal truth nobody at the feed store wants you to hear. Most birds sold as Black Australorps in this country are not Black Australorps. Sometimes the seller knows. Often they don't. They bought mixed hatchery stock and are passing it on in good faith. Either way, a mixed bird will not give you 250 to 300 eggs a year. She'll give you 150 and quit by year 3, and you'll blame yourself for the breed's reputation. So here's what a real one looks like. Feathers, jet black, with a beetle green shimmer in direct sunlight. Any brown, rust, white, or red anywhere on the body is a disqualifier, full stop. Eyes, dark brown, almost black. Legs, dark slate gray to black, smooth, 4 toes, no yellow. Lift a feather. The skin underneath should be white, not yellow. Comb, single, upright, red. Not a rose comb, not a pea comb. And the temperament test most people skip. A real flock stays calm when you reach into the coop. If they explode like popcorn, you've got crossbreeds. I built a full 12-point fake spotter checklist with photos of every red flag. That's sitting inside the complete guide linked in the description. Print it. Take it with you when you buy, because the next question is bigger. Where do the real birds even live? Item 4. The 4 places these birds actually come from, and only one of them is worth your money. Source 1. The big commercial hatcheries. Convenient, ship chicks by mail, but their hatchery-grade Australorps typically lay 180 to 240 eggs a year. Decent, not the 250 to 300 you're chasing. Source 2. Feed stores. They buy from those same hatcheries. The staff often can't tell you the bloodline, and chicks get mixed up in the bin. Source 3. Online marketplaces. the Wild West, where genuine breeders sit right next to people selling backyard mutts at purebred prices. Source 4, and this is where the real birds are, small independent breeders who select for production every single generation and whose hens will outlay a hatchery bird by 50 to 80 eggs a year. That gap is your kid's egg budget for life. Now, when you find one, here are the 6 questions every serious seller will answer without flinching and every fake gets defensive about. Are these purebred or hatchery grade? What's your hen's average annual production? Have these chicks been vaccinated for Merrick? Can I see the parent birds? How long have you bred this breed specifically? Do you cull for production? That last question is the one that separates a breeder from a hobbyist. The full seller vetting script and regional breeder directories live in the complete guide. Now, on to setup. Item 5. The 4-lever winter production stack. 4 levers. Pull all 4, your hens lay through winter. Pull 3, you get a slowdown. Pull 2, you get the same disappointment everyone else gets. Lever 1. Light. A laying hen needs 14 to 16 hours of light a day, not heat, light. Her brain reads day length and triggers the laying cycle. In December, when you're getting 9 hours of daylight, a 25 to 40 watt LED on a timer that flicks on before sunrise will add 60 to 100 eggs per hen per year. That's per hen. Across 6 birds, that's 360 to 600 extra eggs. Lever 2. Ventilation, not heat. Moisture is the killer. Wet air in a sealed coop creates ammonia and frostbite. You want vents up high near the roofline, covered with hardware cloth, open year-round. Fresh air at the top, no draft at roost level. The Australorp handles cold. She does not handle damp. Lever 3. Protein and calcium. Layer feed at 16 to 18%. Calcium at 3.5 to 4.5%. Oyster shell free choice in a separate bowl. If your numbers drop, bumping protein from 16 to 18 is the first fix that usually works. Lever 4. Stress. Overcrowding, predator pressure, flock disruption, they all suppress laying. A calm hen lays. A spooked hen does not. Pull all 4. Now, item 6, how you never buy another chicken again. Item 6, the forever flock. 1 good rooster, 6 good hens. That's it. That's the entire foundation for a flock that replaces itself year after year while you do almost nothing. Here's the magic the industrial model deleted. Black Australorp hens go broody, meaning a hen will sit on a clutch of fertilized eggs, hold them at 99.5 degrees with her own body, turn them, hatch them, and raise the chicks for you. No incubator, no heat lamp, no power bill. 21 days and you've got the next generation walking around the coop. Try getting that out of a commercial hybrid. She lost that instinct 2 generations ago. Now, you don't need a rooster for eggs. Hens lay regardless. You only need one if you want to hatch your own chicks, which, if your goal is never buying birds again, you do. 1 rooster per 8 to 10 hens. And here's the rule the old breeders followed religiously. Track your hens. The ones laying the most are your breeders. The bottom performers don't contribute to the next generation. That practice, culling for production, is exactly what produced the 364 egg record 100 years ago. After 1 full cycle, every bird in your coop was hatched on your property. That's the part the industry doesn't want you to figure out. Quick story. I didn't start out a believer. My first flock was the standard mistake. 8 red sex-linked hybrids from the feed store because they were cheap and the bin said guaranteed layers. Year 1 was incredible. 580 eggs a month at peak. I thought I'd cracked the code. Year 2, production halved. By month 18, I had 2 hens dead from reproductive failure and the rest barely scratching out 3 eggs a week between them. Winter rolled in. They stopped completely. I ran a heat lamp and watched my electric bill jump $40 a month for nothing. That's the winter I almost quit chickens. I'd spent more on feed, replacement birds, and that stupid lamp than I'd ever spent on grocery eggs. Then an older breeder I'd been buying hay from told me to drive 2 counties over and look at his birds. 6 Black Australorp pullets, $40 apiece. Steep at the time. I bought them anyway, mostly out of spite. That first winter, with 1 cheap LED on a timer and 0 heat, I pulled 4 to 5 eggs a day from those 6 hens through January, through February, through the cold snap that knocked out my neighbor's whole flock for 10 weeks. That's when I became a convert. Let me save you from the mistakes that wreck most Australorp setups before the first egg ever shows up. Mistake 1. Buying unsexed straight-run chicks to save a few bucks. Straight-run is roughly 50% roosters. You wanted 6 layers, you got 3 layers and 3 loud boys you now have to rehome or process. Pay the extra $2 per chick for sexed pullets every time. Mistake 2. Skipping the Marek's vaccination. Marek's is a herpes virus. Once it's on your property, it never leaves, and it kills young birds. The vaccine is 95% effective, but only works if it's given on the day of hatch. Ask your breeder or hatchery. If they can't give you a straight answer, walk. Mistake 3. Chicken wire instead of half-inch hardware cloth on the run. Chicken wire keeps chickens in. It does not keep raccoons out. A raccoon can tear through it in under a minute. You'll lose a whole flock in one night. I learned this the expensive way. Mistake 4. Running a heat lamp anyway, just in case. You don't need heat for this breed, and barn fires from tipped-over lamps kill more birds every winter than the cold does. Ventilation, yes. Dry bedding, yes. Heat lamp, no. She was built for this. Picture your property 18 months from now. It's February. There's frost on the run, and the rest of the road is buying $10 eggs. You're not. You're walking out to your coop in the gray light before work, breath fogging, and you lift the nesting box lid to 5 warm brown eggs from yesterday afternoon. Your hens are calm at your feet. The black on their backs catches the low sun and flashes green. No heat lamp humming, no power bill anxiety, just 6 big, quiet birds doing the job they were bred for 100 years ago. Spring comes, and one of them goes broody on her own. 21 days later, you've got 8 chicks under a hen. Chicks you didn't buy, didn't drive for, didn't pay shipping on. Your replacement flock just hatched itself. Your feed bill isn't reduced. The dependency is gone. The next supply chain headline doesn't touch you. Drop me a comment with this. What's the lowest temperature your flock has ever laid through? I'm curious where the Australorp keepers are watching this from and what your worst winter looked like. I read every single one, and I'll reply to as many as I can. If you want the execution layer under everything I just walked through, the 12-point fake spotter checklist, the full seller question script, the regional breeder directories, the feeding and incubation cheat sheet, it's all in the complete Black Australorp guide. $10, link in the description. One decision. Next video, I'm breaking down the 1 supplemental light protocol that adds 60 to 100 winter eggs per hen, wattage, timer schedule, and the mistake that burns birds out by spring. You won't want to miss it. Until then, your backyard is enough. Your flock is closer than you think. Now you know her name.